Hey, what's up everyone, Bloodsplat here, and welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk, a series that I've decided I'm going to start and just kind of experiment with a bit and just kind of show you guys a few episodes, see how you guys like it, and you guys can also give me some suggestions down in the comment section below after watching this first episode here. But it's just kind of like fast-paced discussion, fast-paced commentary on various topics involving World of Warcraft, gaming as a whole, or anything really. Who knows where we will take this series. But anyways guys, hope you guys enjoy. Leave me any suggestions down below, and let's get started. Okay, so the topic of this video is WoW private servers, and I haven't really seen much people talk about WoW private servers here on YouTube, or just kind of discuss it, and if I've even seen anyone talk about it, it's always been in a biased format. I haven't really seen anyone giving unbiased opinions on private servers, and they're always like, usually playing on a private server, and they're like, screw Blizzard, fuck Blizzard, for taking down these WoW private servers. And I'm here to give you guys an unbiased opinion, give you guys my thoughts on private servers, and any suggestions that I would give to Blizzard, as there obviously is a huge market for private servers, and people have various reasons that they might play on them. Since the launch of World of Warcraft, there's always been private servers, and I can't think of a time myself from when I started playing WoW where there hasn't been private servers existing, and there's various reasons why people might play on a private server. One huge reason back in the day was the reason of pricing, since, in order to play the retail version of World of Warcraft to this day, you still have to pay for the game and also pay the subscription fee, which is $15 a month. It might have even been more back in the day, correct me if I'm wrong, though. You have to, people could not afford it, or they did not want to pay, so playing on a private server was a close alternative. There are tons of different WoW private servers, and each and every one of them offers something that makes them unique. You've got private servers for older versions of the game, such as vanilla WoW private servers, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Mists of Pandaria, and even eventually Warlords of Draenor private servers. There are also specialized private servers which offer features that were never available in the retail version of World of Warcraft. These private servers could include things like increased leveling rates, instant max level, instant full gear, and just an example of that could be the company Arena Tournament, which can be considered a company that is very successful and hosts many private servers of all different types and versions of the game. And what they allow players to do is instantly get on, get max level, get max PvP gear, and queue some competitive arena. That's their unique thing. That's exactly what most players would do on Arena Tournament. And that's just one example, guys. And all these unique features that are offered among various private servers is just another reason why many players might want to play on a private server. Alright, so now that I've described to you guys what private servers are and why people play on them, for those of you guys that don't know, let's also get into my thoughts on what I think of private servers personally, and any suggestions that I would give Blizzard for handling this issue, as the private servers have certainly become an issue within the community as of recently, especially for those that play on them, as Blizzard has, taken some action. They take some action regularly, but especially recently there's been some action being put on websites like Twitch, and there are a lot of streamers on Twitch that like to stream these private servers, so it's certainly become an issue, and I'll describe to you guys those a bit more later. As for my thoughts on private servers, the whole concept of it, the whole goal that the people that host these private servers are trying to achieve, it sounds great. It sounds like there are only benefits because you get so much more options. You're able to play older versions of the game. You get access to features that you aren't able to get on the retail version of WoW, and it doesn't exactly affect the retail version of WoW for those of you guys that still only want to play the retail version, as it's essentially a whole entire different game that you're playing when you're playing on a private server. But there are issues, and I do respect them. And remember, this is an unbiased opinion, and I'm just here to give you guys kind of a fill-in and just fill you guys in on the whole status with private servers at the moment. To sum up any suggestions I would give Blizzard about this situation is that there's obviously a large market for these private servers, or at least older versions of the game. So all Blizzard has to do is take advantage of this large opportunity, open up official servers that only host older versions of the game. All of their past expansions have like a server for each or so, and that allows for a huge opportunity for business taken advantage of, and also less motivation for more servers to open up, more private servers to open up, or even continue, as there's already official servers hosted by Blizzard that are for older versions. So what's the point of playing on private servers? And I've even heard some of these players actually saying that if Blizzard opened up servers of their own for older versions of the game, they would even pay for it. So this is a huge opportunity for business, and overall that sums up exactly my suggestions for Blizzard to handle this situation. I thought it would be a good time to do this topic, as just recently Blizzard actually took down some streamers streaming these private servers on Twitch as a result of DMCA laws that exist in the United States. And these DMCA laws have to do with copyright and copyright infringement. And they claim that they can do so as a result of Twitch being hosted in San Francisco, California. Their headquarters are there. And because of that, they claim that they can take down these streamers and tell Twitch to take down these streamers because Twitch is hosted there. And it gets quite complicated, as you know, many of these streamers are streaming from Europe, and Europe does not have the same type of DMCA laws. So it gets quite complicated, though Blizzard kind of like simplified it down to Twitch is hosted in San Francisco. We can take down any streamer that is streaming on your site ripped off versions of our game. So basically private servers, and no one can deny that private servers are ripped off versions of the game. Everyone can agree to that, but when it comes to a particular type of action like this, there was large uproar within the community. Many people, including myself, had mixed feelings, because if you think about it, you know, this was the first large action taken against the players themselves, not the people that are hosting these private servers and owning them. Blizzard was taking down streamers that were playing on these private servers, and if you think about it technically, players aren't the ones that are actually breaking copyright laws, and their whole reasoning behind this on taking down these streamers were as a result of DMCA laws, which, as I mentioned before, have to do with copyright laws. So many people thought that they were being treated unfairly, which kind of makes sense. And this is why I have mixed feelings, because everyone that plays on these private servers obviously know that they're playing a ripped off version of the game. You would have to be stupid to play on the private server and not know that you are playing a ripped off version of the game, because obviously there are people that own these private servers and using them for commercial use without Blizzard's permission. So I have mixed feelings about it. Many people have mixed feelings about it, though it gets complicated, guys. So here's a simple example. For instance, think about it like this: imagine someone uploading a video to his or her channel, and then someone else re-uploading that same video or parts of that same video without the consent or permission of the rightful original owner. Obviously, in that situation, the rightful original owner has the right to claim that that copied video from another person's channel as their own. And in that scenario where the person where the rightful owner is not happy with other people copying their content, then the person that should get punished is the person that copied. It makes clear sense. Anyone that has been around YouTube for a while or knows copyright law know that it's fair, it's just, it makes complete sense. There's no debate about that, as it makes no sense for someone to be able to benefit or profit from someone else's content without consent of the rightful original owner. Well, that makes sense. Though think about it in the scenario where maybe a viewer, just a viewer of that video, or just browsing through YouTube and stumbles upon the copied video, is watching it and then gets punished just because he or her watched the copied video. This is how many of the people that are playing these private servers and are streaming these private servers are viewing this, in a sense that all we're doing is we're playing a service, and we're just playing and using a service that can be found online, and the people that should get punished are the people that are hosting these servers, not the people that are playing on them. Obviously, there's more issues arisen, and this is why I have so many mixed feelings about this, as these players are obviously know. It gets more complicated, as they obviously know that they're playing a ripped off version of the game, and they also are streaming it, so that could also be for their own benefit. So it gets complicated, guys, but I'm really, really interested into hearing what you guys think about this whole situation. I just thought I should bring up this topic in this video, as it's, as I've said, it's come up recently in Blizzard news and Twitch news, so I thought I should bring it up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said before, I do not advise anyone to play on a private server. This was an unbiased opinion video, and a few facts in there just so you guys hear what's up on what's going on with the news lately. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think of this series. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave it a like, a comment down below, and subscribe. Peace, everyone.
you on the way out. Ain't it funny how all the games played out? Like I don't know what you're doing when you stay out. Try to lock me down, I had to break out. Cause you lie, repeat, rewind, retweet, then act like hoes that you see on TV. What a crying shame, with a body on that frame and a half